Thank you for being here.
Oh my
if you want to
gosh.
give me feedback,
It's an honor.
oh my God, the honor is ours.
Yes.
You guys came truly. This is a really great event to cover, in my opinion. So
We are at Columbia University expecting First Lady Joe Biden. Will be joining African First Lady that have traveled from across the continent. We have the First Lady of Botswana, the First Lady of Gambia, the First Lady of Namibia, Malawi, Zimbabwe as well, and other delegations from Africa that are participating in this event today.
I just have to talk to you guys really quickly, okay?
We have the First Ladies of Africans. We have Miss Masisi, the First Lady of Botswana. We have Miss Rachel Luto from Kenya. We have the First Lady of Mozambique, Mrs. Isalu Yusuf. The First Lady of Malawi. And the First Lady of Zimbabwe.
This one.
Her Excellency, Miss Monica Gringos, the First Lady of Namibia. As you know, Dr. Joe Biden traveled to Kenya and Namibia earlier this year. And she taught some of the initiatives that both First Lady of Namibia and Kenya. Botswana is hosting, this week is hosting a business summit. Corporate Council of Africa event is hosted in Botswana.
Afraid not to push you.
Okay.
Let me go for a second.
This is a one-of-a-kind event, a multi-event, where a joint event is also built upon the U.S. African Summit last year, where First Lady Dr. Joe Biden hosted the African First Lady and talk about their various initiatives and ways to collaborate. And since then, the relationship through the First Lady travel have deepened. Especially with the First Lady of Namibia. This event has been hosted in conjunction with Columbia University The Global First Lady Alliance and the Organization of African First Lady for Development, and as I said, in conjunction with Columbia University School of Public Health.
Don't get to
We definitely work on a few different things. Oh, I can, hello, how are you? How are you? Nice to see you. Wow. Hi. Oh, sorry. I know I'm off the program script. I'm sorry, guys. But I have to say this. It's okay. Sorry. Hello. How are you?
Well, good afternoon. Can you hear me? Yeah. Good afternoon to our First Ladies and esteemed guests. It is an honor to welcome you here. I'm Linda Freed. I have the privilege of serving as the Dean here at Columbia University's Mammon School of Public Health, and it is a real privilege to welcome 7 African First Ladies today and through the week as members of the Global First Ladies Academy. And that this has been an experience of mutual learning, certainly for everyone. And we're particularly delighted now to, on behalf of all of us, Dr. Biden, to welcome Dr. Jill Biden, First Lady of the United States. I would like to first turn to Dr. Cora Newman, who is an alumna of the Mammon School of Public Health and board member for the school and the founder of the Global First Ladies Alliance. Cora.
Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. This is a special day. I'm just going to give a little bit of background on our program and then welcome all of the First Ladies and have a roundtable and a discussion together. My name is Cora Newman, founder of the Global First Ladies Alliance, and it is our honor to be hosting the first multi-day certified training program for First Ladies and their senior staff, together with Columbia University and the Organization of African First Ladies for Development. We are delighted to be joined by U.S. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden. First Ladies hold a position at the pinnacle of society. They are highly visible, and they have the opportunity to make great impact. First Ladies are also expected to help address some of the most daunting and intractable challenges our societies face, particularly the health, education, and equity of entire populations, almost always with a focus on the most vulnerable of our populations. Despite this immense responsibility, many First Ladies don't have the infrastructure and support they need to fulfill this potential and maximize their time in office. There are training programs for ministers, ambassadors, executive leaders, but there has never been a training program like this for First Ladies. This is a challenge we see facing women in so many sectors beyond First Ladies. Women are too often expected to navigate and find their way with very little support. We founded the Global First Ladies Alliance in 2009 to help address this need and to provide First Ladies with examples of best practices and guidance on creating the infrastructure they need to run an effective office and deliver as much help as they can to their populations. Over the past 14 years, we have partnered with almost 50 First Ladies. We have with almost 50 First Ladies across Africa, Europe, and Latin America, and have trained 150 of the First Lady senior staff. We've been joined by several U.S. First Ladies who may have the benefit of an established office, but understand completely what it is like to take on a role without a role. This academy has been many years in the making and is a culmination of the First Lady's hard work and dedication to supporting one another. Over the years, we have watched these women work together to set standards for the office and take this office from something quite informal to a structured, well-developed platform. And in Africa, this is born out of the sisterhood of these First Ladies, who have built the sisterhood that they have built with one another. There really is no regional First Ladies program like the organization of African First Ladies for Development, and their leadership has been a shining light for First Ladies all over the world. We've seen these ladies collaborate through crises, from Ebola to COVID, helping to deliver and send supplies to each other across borders. And we've watched them share best practices on issues such as gender-based violence and women's economic empowerment. As a doctor of public health, I also want to thank all of the First Ladies. My work is with rural and Native American communities and communities in very, very high need. And the leadership of the First Lady can be absolutely transformational for these populations. So on behalf of the work that I do and that we do through the field of public health, I want to thank you. Now to the heart of our program, the First Lady Roundtables, which we're hosting here today. Dr. Biden, your presence here today is a reminder of how powerful these connections and relationships are. The network, mutual support, and friendships these First Ladies form with one another is really what inspires and makes this work possible. We've done a lot of laughing and sharing and learning this week, and just deepening the connection that allows all of these women to be as powerful as they are. We are honored to have you with us, Dr. Biden, not only because of the leadership you embody and the heart you bring to your work, but also because you are seated here surrounded by women who occupy the same office as you, and our fellow mothers and leaders. All of them, and all of you dedicated and committed to improving the lives of the population. So thank you all. And with that, I'd like to pass it over to Mrs. Monica Gangos, First Lady of the Republic of Namibia, President of the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, who has been an incredible inspiration for our program and for all of the First Ladies here.
Thank you very much, Claire. Thank you for the incredible work that you've done. When I was elected president of the Organization of African First Ladies, I went home and joked with my husband that there's 2 presidents in this house now. And he didn't think it was very funny. So I've learned not to make jokes about presidents, but it's an incredible pleasure to welcome you to Dr. Biden. My sister, Nemo Masisi from Botswana, Fatimata Baron from the Gambia, Rachel Newton from Kenya. We do have the First Lady of Burundi with us as well, but she's currently receiving an international population award for the incredible work that she's doing in Burundi. And then Monica Takwera from Malawi, Victoria Lucy from Mozambique, and my sister Auxilia Amai Auxilia Nangana from Zimbabwe. And it's an honor for all of us to welcome this First Lady Roundtable. And many of the First Ladies here were present in your program that you hosted for us during the US Africa program in December 2022. And it's a wonderful coincidence that as we gather here today, a few African presidents have gathered in Botswana, where Her Excellency Masisi comes from, the US Africa Business Summit opening ceremony. And there's no doubt that many of the commitments that were made in relation to trade and investment have been kept. The commitments made by Dr. Biden, the African First Ladies to one another, has also been kept. And I want to push Dr. Biden, where you say, and I quote, "We may not remember every word that he said here today, but my hope is that we make each other feel, how we make each other feel will last beyond the summit. That the friendships we find will be meaningful and memorable for years to come." Close quote. Your words were perfect. Within 2 months of the summit, Dr. Biden visited Namibia, Kenya, and subsequently Egypt. My daughter gave him new names. Kids can create unnecessary things. So every time I'm frustrated, she says, Mom, you must be more like Dr. Biden. So, and subsequently Egypt.
Don't hate me.
Meaningful friendships have been formed, and the warmth we felt through the second Dr. Biden has already come. We've also seen an increase in funding towards non-communicable diseases like cancer. And as First Ladies and as the Organization of African First Ladies, we've written a collective letter to the US Congress to thank the American people for the life-saving impact of PEPFAR, and also to ask them to support congressional reauthorization of PEPFAR legislation for the next 5 years. This life-saving partnership delivered help and inspired hope in the African fight against HIV, and continues to remind us of the impact of this partnership. During this executive leadership program, we've expanded the learning network that African First Ladies have created through the Organization of African First Ladies to include the incredible faculty of Columbia University. We've also expanded our knowledge base on leadership and public health and found ways to design our platforms to maximize impact. Most importantly, we've learned so much about each other and the work that we are doing in our respective countries. In order to be a good teacher, one is required to have a teachable spirit. And as First Ladies, we are often required to teach, and it has been very refreshing to meet the students for this week. And this may be difficult for you, Dr. White. I remember when you landed in Finton, you said you just came from a class before I boarded the plane. I thought you have remarkable energy in order to do that. As we gather for the First Ladies Roundtable, we're reminded that the only person who truly understands the First Lady is another First Lady. And while each First Lady operates in a context specific to her, there are so many issues that are similar, whether it's in Botswana or in the United States of America. And this is why the Organization of First Ladies has been so successful in its 20 years of existence, in that it has created a strong system. And we also echo the African Union's Agenda 2063, which includes the political inclusion of women leaders. So we look forward to seeing more African female presidents, and then we look forward to seeing a few more men at this table as spouses of African leaders. I just want to really say that as OAFLA, we are proud to co-host this incredible program together with you, the Global First Ladies Alliance and Columbia University. OAFLA has inspired the creation of CARICOM, which is a regional First Ladies body for the Caribbean. And we're proud to be a part of creating a global support network through the First Ladies Academy. We are particularly pleased to have the honor of hosting our sister, Dr. Biden, at this one-of-a-kind event. Welcome again to all of the First Ladies present, and a special welcome to you, my dear Dr. Biden. It's really such a pleasure to see you again. I think you make this. I have incredible appreciation for your authenticity, for your sincerity, and the way, the grace with which you do it. So thank you, all of you, once again, and I look forward to this First Ladies Round.
University, and thank you to Cora for all the work that you've done and put into this. And you're going to have to think about changing the name.
Yeah.
Yes?
I know.
Yeah. Because I remember when the Senate spouses went through that.
Yes.
And the first vote they turned it down. They said, no, we won't be spouses. So that was 100 years ago. That was 100 years ago. So when my husband Joe served in the Senate, as I just referenced, being a Senate spouse was really a small part of who I was. And because he worked in Washington, he'd commute every day on Amtrak. And I was a full-time teacher. I was raising 3 kids and pursuing my education. So politics was just a very small part of the equation. But then when he was elected vice president, I didn't realize how much my life would change. And suddenly I was giving national interviews and being asked to give speeches to thousands of people. And so it was out of my comfort zone, to say the least. But I also knew it was an incredible opportunity. And I said to myself, on day one, I will never waste my platform. And so the first speech I gave, you know, I remember I was terrified. It took me a long time to be able to speak. You know how that feeling when you have to go to the dentist like 3 nights before you never sleep? It was like the same thing. So, you know, but I focused on why I was there. And, you know, it was a chance to make a difference. And so over time, it just became easier. And I saw how I was helping to drive progress for the issues that I really cared about. And supporting military families, community colleges, and supporting young people across the world. And when I became First Lady, I knew that my life would change again, but there is nothing that can prepare you, I think, for the beauty and the challenges ahead. And even though I saw it, I mean, you know, and I was so close to it with Michelle Obama, it was, once you're in that role, it's totally different. And being, like Monica said, being a political spouse is a role unlike any other, and only a few people understand that role. And it can be challenging at times, but I think everyone at this table would say it is the honor of a lifetime, a gift really that we've been given, to serve the people of our countries, to raise our voices and lift communities in ways that we never thought was possible before. And in February, I had the chance to visit Monica and Rachel in their countries to see the work that they're doing, and it was so inspiring. Rachel introduced me to a couple of women, a group doing table banking, which I first learned about, a type of micro-lending in Kibera. And they were all part of her Joyful Women organization, which helps women invest in women. I mean, what a great idea. And lift up their good ideas and give them the support that they need to thrive. And then, Rachel, I love seeing your spirit of empowerment, and it's a part of everything you do, from nutrition to mental health. And then Monica, my goodness, you're such a fierce advocate for women and girls in Namibia and beyond. As you've probably seen this week, you've raised your voice to help women prevent HPV and combat cervical cancer, one of the leading causes of death for women in African countries. And you've used your platform of the Organization of African First Ladies for Development to further this important cause. And so, you know, I think, you know, I mean, I don't know, I just felt really, I felt like I clicked. We did. I mean, we had such a great time together, and you know, I think as women, we just bonded. I mean, it was just an amazing thing. At least that's how I feel about it. And meeting my peers around the world is one of the things that I love most about this role, including getting to know many of you at the African Leaders Summit. So it's in these moments that really we find our common bonds that connect us to each other across oceans and continents. When we support and mentor each other, we grow together, and our successes ripple onward. So I look forward to bringing us together at UNGA, because we're going to address, as we promised, if you remember, HPV, we all talked about it, and because this is truly a special group, and whatever challenges you face and whatever opportunities you have, this group understands the uniqueness of our roles better than anyone. And all of us have something to share and something to learn as well. So thank you for the work that you've already done and raising your voices, even though sometimes it feels hard. Each of you is setting the course for the future, not only for your nations, but for our globe. And I cannot wait to see the incredible things that you're going to do next. Together with the strength of this sisterhood that surrounds us, we can build a better future for all of us. Thank you for having me.